Good morning. How's everyone doing? This is the morning Epiphany. So, I wanted to say one of my ghost mysteries got solved. So, apparently, in our area, there have been a few Jewish families that have moved in, and they wear the round. Because I saw a guy in the 7-Eleven that was working there, and he's got that accent going that those I don't want to say those people that they have from because of where they're from. I think a lot of them come from New York, but they have that foreign sounding accent. This guy was really cute too, by the way, young guy. But he had the round hat with the square on it, and he was dressed all in black. And I looked at him. I said, "Were you walking down the street the other day?" And he said something I couldn't understand. And he said no. And he said, "We all dress this way." I said, "Okay." So obviously whoever I saw walking down the street was one of these members of a Jewish family, because they all dress the same. And he must have just blended in with the shadows or something when I looked in my rear view and couldn't see him. So I was happy to find out I did not see a ghost going down the road. But I was also pleasantly surprised to find that a new type, a new, not a new type, a new, um, I guess religious or new way of living people had, I don't know how you'd say that, without it sounding insulting, and I'm not trying to make it sound insulting, but I was just really happy to find some new people and move into the area, because you can always learn other cultures from other people, right? So, but I was excited to find out that I didn't see a ghost. Now the first one, there's no explaining that. That door waved, that fog came out, and I watched it with my eyes. Wasn't scared. There was no fear. No fear. So, and I've seen ghosts before. I've seen my share, okay? So, I thought that was quite interesting. So I wanted to clear that up. So I'm happy now to know, because maybe the guy just blended in with the shadows and that's why I couldn't see him. Or maybe I went just around the curve and nothing. I looked up and couldn't see him anymore. I don't know. It happened so fast. So I have some other readings coming up. And I'm really I really need to take something new, do something new, because I really want to do something with the channel that speaks to this group of people I keep getting messages for, which are these types of seers that are being able to go in between the realms and are mentally going somewhere. I'm not even sure how this is going to progress people, because I know people have remote viewing, but it doesn't work the same way. It's more like a psychic thing. So I don't even know where I'm going to research up on that to figure out what this gift is. So y'all are going to have to bear with me. Maybe some of y'all want to, that have, like you have that gift, want to look into it as well, and we can maybe even, wow, I just heard start a second channel and discuss that. So, that would be interesting. So anyway, because my first channel is still growing, right? So guys, I feel like things are shifting and changing in a way that I can't even identify right now. I just feel the different energies going. And I know most people don't care, but I just wanted to get a quick update. My car is temporarily fixed, so we have a way to go back into town now, but we still think something's wrong with the water pump. And when I went to go get my car, the bill was $236, and he handed me a bill for $136. He said, "Some lady came up here and said she loves you, and she paid $100 on your bill." I cried all the way home, okay? When I got home, I went, because a friend followed me up there. So when we got home, she went to her camper, I came to mine, and then I went to my next door neighbor, and I said, "Wow, somebody came up there and paid half my bill." And she smiled, and she pulled out the other half of the bill, and she said, "I did." And I started crying again, because that was so kind of her to do that. So I only owe $136 to get my car fixed. But when I go to have to fix my water pump, because it does have a small leak, that's like $700. But so I don't know if I might start a GoFundMe account, because guys, I get more money now because of my Social Security, but I can't get nowhere if I'm have to, at some point I'm going to try to save up my money to get me another vehicle, because I have to go into town sometimes to load my videos, because I'm out here in the valley in North California, and the Wi-Fi just really sucks, okay? And I need a new phone too, but I love doing my channel. Whoever wants to tune in, that tunes in, and guys, I really want to try to help. I do need to take up some new skills. I'm waiting to hear some information about something else that will bring in a little bit more money to keep the channel going, and I love what I'm doing. I just love what I'm doing. I love talking to you guys. I love doing my cards. I love being able to help people. And I know I ramble, but guys, that's just me, and I don't know quite how to fix it. My name is Lana. This is the Lighthouse. Yes, I'm a rambler. I'm a storyteller. I talk, all right? But I try to be down to earth. You know what I mean? So, I feel like I should do a reading while we're sitting here. And I've got another one I've got to. I still got the runes sitting out here. I think I already got a picture of them. I've got to put up for another one of my readings I already did. And I need to order some new decks. My car going off the rails was not very helpful. But it's old, guys. My car's over 20 years old. I have a 2001 Subaru, and it's just old. We've done all kind of things to it. And now I got to replace the water pump. Everything else has flipping been replaced on this poor car. All right, so let's see. I'm hearing light workers. What else? Starseed. Guys, Sand, for those of you that are familiar with Sand at Sand Tarot, she did a reading the other day with a deck called the Galactic Star. I'm going to have to get that. Because I was telling her when she was doing a reading, I was commenting, I was like, wow, wow, wow. Because she said, and it was a Leo reading. I'm a Leo Virgo cusp. And she pulled in one card. She goes, here you are sitting at your table. And she goes, and you're surrounded by aliens. And I'm like, yeah, that happened last month. I had the 4 Octurians in here. And they were literally telling me that they're in 4 different areas. They follow the light. And that they can't go back home because there's no home to go to. So they follow the light. And I'm not sure exactly what all that's entailed with. So, I don't know. But I feel like I should do the Starseed deck. I'm so sorry, guys. It is 15 after 6. It is Friday morning. I have the weekend off. Yay, yay, yay. I only work 20 hours a week. But I love my little part-time job. And I really... It's only 4 hours, but a little bit of money helps. And it helps, it's continuing to help support the channel. Guys, I do still have up on my... on my where you can email me at if you want a personal reading. I've got 1 or 2 of you waiting for a personal reading. I'm going to get to those today. But no, they're saying the light workers first. Okay, so let's see, for those of you that are Starseeds light workers, let's see what comes up. I just thought it was kind of interesting because when, I know I'm kind of bouncing all over the place, guys, but I'm ADHD, give me a break, right? So, Sam was talking of this galactic star. I'm going to have to get that paradigm shift again. Star Child, guys, we just got that yesterday, in a reading I did yesterday. Same cards. So, this is really feeling like, because this one card in this deck, the first ray of power, at first it was talking about political, but now I'm like, every time I look at it now, it feels like, just like that card that Sand held up, of me sitting at my table, surrounded by aliens, and I'm like, well, you know, they kind of talked to me a little bit when I was a kid, I'd forgotten that. Remembering who you are, that rune Perth, remembering who you are, remembering different things of your life that have not made quite sense, that maybe, Christ consciousness again, guys, something is evolving within us as a people, all across the world. We're all tapping into a consciousness that's really going to divide people, I feel like. Not because it's trying to, but because some people do not want to work with their gifts. Others are like, okay, I'm being called to help humanity. What do I need to do? Right? So, just be aware of that. You're either, and it kind of feels almost cut and dried, but I know nothing is cut and dried, right? So this just feels like those that are stepping up and evolving, and those that aren't, they just said Divergent. That Divergent movie, where everything's got a big fence around it, and there's the people in control that are trying to control all the people, and the ones that can't be controlled are called divergents because their brains work differently, which makes me think of the ADHD, and also people with other, where our brains are wired differently. And they've actually come up with a few theories for people that are ADHD, but that how they're wired differently for a reason. So That's definitely a special collective, but it doesn't have to be ADHD. It's the part of the brain that's wired differently, which is also where dyslexia comes from, where autism comes from. And I don't know what part of the brain it is. I don't know if it's the frontal cortex or the back, but I do know it's being wired differently. Hold your center. Some of you might be in a holding pattern right now, where you are waiting to see these, because like we're getting ready to go into a bunch of retrogrades. And guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been listening to a lot more about astrology. I haven't taken any classes or anything. I've got to wait till I think I'm gonna order that Wi-Fi thing that's supposed to help you. Paradigm shift again. Third ray of transformation. Again, we're transforming, guys, in such a way that it's very subtle, but some of us are really feeling that shift of energy. Guys, I'm sitting here shuffling the cards, and again, Star Child. MJ was saying something on her channel the other morning about, or was it, no, it was San. And guys, any of you that knows, that have ever listened to San Tarot or Sanskrit Tarot now, she's really in touch with a lot of outwardly inner. She's another one that's wired differently. Okay, so I think is Witch and Scythe. I always say Sith. Okay, I have a speech impediment. Who cares? I think Stephanie from I Scribe with Steph is also wired differently, because she, like I get with my cloud readings, she gets images from her ink blots, and she really dwells into the dark corners, you know what I'm saying? So some of us are wired differently, and things do. Guys, I cannot get away from this card. There's something going on. And look, being uplifted. Some of us are really getting in touch with our angels. Maybe this is also feeling like they're making me think of Dolores Cannon and being touched in mass consciousness. And I can almost see it in my head, like there's like a bunch of us that are lifting up. I just heard Molly McCord. She was talking something about that in her astrology readings. Guys, there's something here about, there's energies coming in. I've been getting some real, I've got some cloud readings coming up that I'm going to be doing, because I've gotten the past couple of days some of the most wildest clouds I've seen. I got another dragon one I uploaded as a post, and I got another one with, and I could literally see a bird in the clouds. I could see a dragon with like a witch with a hat riding it, and then there was a rabbit, and I was like, what does that mean? I took pictures of it. I'll have to do a reading on it. But this really feels like where some people are just bound and determined not to use their gifts. And I've almost got this feeling of them being left behind. But in the future, they'll be the ones that'll be coming up and saying, well, I know these were opening up, but I didn't want to accept it. So I tampered it all down. And now the universe is no longer speaking to me. And I'm stuck. That's what it feels like. Okay? Life path. Again, Master Hilarion, Archangel Raphael. Guys, a lot of the archangels are coming in, and they are guiding us. They are, because they're in charge of their own things. So they just gave me a picture of the archangels. Like, well, they gave me 2, now they're giving me all 4. Each one of them, they have their own missions, but it's like they're showing me the layers of the angels, and they're showing it expanding. More angels coming in, more higher vibrational energies coming in with their own consciousness that are being, really? They're saying, yeah, being created from the way people are thinking. So some people are, I don't want to say creating deities, they're creating energies that will help even more, because there's a need. Take that how that resonates. That's really, so I just pulled the cards up, and this is what came up again. See how there's some, like she's praying, she's grounding with the earth, she's transforming, and look how maybe she's one of a collective of people that are creating the needed energies to help us move forward. And it's being created and transforming into some kind of new light. Is that weird? And the angels are going, no. Hold your center again. So guys, look how similar these two cards are. Divine grace, reassurance of the golden light. Guys, there's some kind of new light coming in from this creation that some people are doing. Do you see that? Do you see that? The golden light, and then something new being formed. Something is going on in the subtle realms. Some of you might, those that see this message, some of you might be the ones that are sensing this new energy that's being created. Family of light. Some of us are either calling in different energies that are meant to help in the future. Guys, my channel's turning to become a little bit different. I know Witch Inside says all the time that her readings are a little bit different, and I feel like mine are too, but they're going in a different direction. Because she talks about the evolving of us, right? I feel like she's talking about the us evolving and how we're seeing things and how things are changing. But where it feels like she kind of, maybe I don't have this right. So, Witchy, if you see this, it's not meant to. I'm actually not. It's not trying to. She's not going to take it that way either, I don't think. But because she's talking about people, I'm talking about energetic beings. Yeah, that I still. So they're showing me. They're showing me some kind of energy that's coming into creation, or some kind of consciousness that's coming into creation that's going to it feels like they're saying it's going to have a little bit of all of those that create it. The people, see how they're all communicating? The people that create this has something to do with telepathy again. Maybe even while you're meditating, you're communicating with your ancestors, you're communicating with other people. They're seers like you, and you're all connected with this new light. That's what it feels like they're saying. Something's shifting and changing. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at this, guys. So, this is the people elevating. This is where we're getting all connected. There's that symbol again I've been seeing forever and a day. Heart working through your... This, and look at... This is that telecommunication I've been talking about, people. And something about maybe even... maybe some of us in our past lives have been in this separate reality in every lifetime. That's in between the realms. I keep getting, guys, I've been getting in between the realms stronger and stronger and stronger every effing day. Okay? And it feels like being able to, because MJ said something about this morning, so this is kind of making me think that too. Being able to spot the liars and being grateful for them anyway, because they will show you that they will help you discern the difference between the truth, the lies, the light, and the dark. You will be able to automatically sense these people that, wow. Okay, now that does become political. So they're showing me like this crowd and people watching a stage, and there's different people they're showing me in the group that are lighting up because they're knowing what's true, what's not, while the other people are just, if they hear something they like, they're going, yeah, yeah, yeah. But the people, the light workers, some of the light workers are going, that's not true. And they're just knowing. This is an elevation of subconscious mind. This is an elevation of your higher self. This is your higher self telepathically communicating with other people with the same gift. And then sending it all out into the world. And the angels are coming in to help. It's also clearing out karma. And it's going to be different for everyone. But yet, it won't be. This is the angels coming in to help. The angels supporting this new collective. I just heard, and the aliens too. I just heard in the aliens too. But they're not, it's not that they're aliens, they're higher vibrational beings. But alien is anything that's not human, right? But they're higher vibrational energies, like the Arcturians, they say, we follow the light. We go out, we come back, we follow the light, because we can't go back home again. We're all just consciousness now. So even if you see one, that's how your third eye is going to see it, right? But they definitely see us. They definitely see us. Guys, there's really something here about the higher vibrational shifts, the aliens. I hate saying aliens, but alien to us only because they're not in human form. You know what I'm saying? So these are these higher vibrational energies coming in that we're evolving. We're evolving, guys. We are definitely. Let me grab some starseed decks. I hope that makes sense to some people. Some of you that are in this special collective, because this is not going to resonate for everyone. Some of you are going to say, it just sounds like horse shit. Paradigm shift again. And all I did was just lift them up. Guys, something major, soul child, something major is going on with the light, with the shifts and changes. I'm hearing the planets. They're like, so they're showing me, it's funny. So they're showing me this ball, or like this major energy, like this, and like they're showing me, here's Molly McCord and the astrology stuff, and then like each one of these has another person that's like, they're like way showers. Molly McCord's a way shower because she does intuitive, right? Probably quite a lot are, but I'm seeing her in particular because I've been listening to her a lot lately. But there's these different way showers that are parts of the puzzle. Maybe they're parts of my puzzle of what I'm supposed to use to help guide people. Listen to the feminine divine. Look at all those flowers blooming, all that golden light coming in. The feminine are rising up, guys. The feminine energies are. You can be a guy that's very masculine, but also very in touch with your feminine side. In other words, you have a good balance. You know what I'm saying? Because we have all of that in us. So now let me, we're already 22 minutes in, guys. Activated Earth. I'll be a son of a bitch. Whoa. And activate, and wow. Okay, so when I split the cards just now, we got Activated Earth and Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions, new beginnings. Look at how it's showing it coming in. The foundation is changing, and it's opening up to this new world. It's opening up to a whole new world. There's also something that just popped into my head about what Dolores Keenan was speaking of, about the 5 different places that in the future will be the safest to go. Like, she's already gone, right? But she's watching us. Guys, anyone that passes on, they can hear you. I talk to Will. I talk to Steve. I talk. It's coming. Guys, we're all stepping up. Activated Earth. Make your life a moving prayer. You can direct this if you want to. Arcturus energy. They're with us. I know they're with me. Manifestation, creative accountability. So this is what we're moving into. Empathic starseed, or the recent the recent past. So we're already moving in that direction. Okay, so activated Earth. Guys, there's a collective of us. Oh, hell yeah. We are just not for everyone. Guys, for those of you that leave the room before my readings are done, maybe you're not meant to be here. But those of you that stay, that this resonates for, you're part of this special collective. Okay? Or this different collective, because we're all special, right? You're not alone. Community. Oh, it's being woven. It's being woven. Guys, this is that moving into the... This is what I've been feeling. This energy. Like, I keep feeling this energy, you know, to see how it's going around. And you could say, okay, like I was saying in the last message, Sam was saying the energy going like this. Well, if you looked at it from the side view, wouldn't that be like that? That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing it, though, from a different... I'm seeing it from looking at the map. I'm seeing it go like this, but it's going... Because it's on top of the earth, and it's going... It's moving a certain direction. And it's being woven. Guys, I don't know if I'm going to be here for all this, because I'm 62. But you know what? Again, there we go again. Even the whales know. Guys, this is my whale card. Even, guys, the whales are picking up on this energy already. Really? They just said, my guides just said, the whales have been picking up on this energy of the earth changing for the past 100 years. Does that resonate with anybody? And again, this is that guy feeling like he's a bird. He's cloaked in, he's got his own protective cloak around him that's a gold woven light. And he's using his telepathic communities, his capabilities to pick up messages. Even the whales know. All paths lead home. You are growing, you are changing, you are leveling up. Again, there's that expansion, guys. But yet, it's showing her going in. She's getting closer. She's going towards it. This is also my past lives card. I did a reading for someone. This came out, and I got 2 different lineages for her in her background, and she confirmed one of them. She says, yes, that's my dad's side of the family. So I know I'm right on that. Trust the timing. This is definitely... Oh, hell. Okay, this is walking in between the realms. See, headed towards this light. Picking up this information. You've done this before. Some of you have done this before. And then none of the practical... Some of it's going to be changing. None of the earth heavier energies are going to matter. This is going to be a matter of zooming out, seeing the energies and being able to read them and getting a better perspective of being... And not everybody's going to be able to do this, I don't think. Maybe over time, but it's already started. Oh, they just made me think of the ripple effect. They just said the ripple effect. It's rippling out. So you can look at this 2 ways. You can look at this as it's rippling out, and it's affecting you, and it's calling you in. Do you see what I'm saying? It's rippling out from a few people to more people. See all the little rocks? And it's calling you in if you were meant to follow that. To follow that. The golden children. Going into those deep, deep spaces. Oh my God! And becoming a messenger. In the blink of an eye. That is an actual star system that looks like an eye. They call it the Eye of God. Go look that up. You can go look that up. That's real. That's a real system. And I think they call it the Eye of God. I looked it up one time because it does look like an eye. But look at those beautiful colors. So that's what the ripple effect feels like to me. It's like there's this one center, and then these little legs go off. Guys, I did a reading called the ripple effect one time, and maybe that's when I was really tuning into the energy for the first time, and it's expanding out, and it's calling forth this this group. Yeah, soul growth. Doors are opening. You decide. You decide if you want to take this path or not. What is your intuition telling you? Lifting the veil. Some of you are really going to start seeing clearly with your third eye and seeing energies in a way you haven't before. And you're going to be communicating with other people even if you don't know it. Child of the cosmos. Alright. And it just keeps going and going and going. Nope. Nope. It does end. It does end. Okay. Breath of the cosmos. Not micromanaging. Okay. This is micromanaging the universe. But you're not. You're creating this and developing this within you. And then again, that new earth. Look at all that coming in. All the star beings picking up that energy. That's that glow I've been seeing, guys, for a while now. I hope that made sense. I know this isn't regular pulling the cards, but this is the way my angels tell me to work with my deck sometimes. Okay, so let me, I'm going to shuffle these here, and let's see what we get. I'll do a, oh, these flipped over. These flipped over. Activated Earth again, and you're not for everyone. This is a special collective, guys. This is a special group of light workers. And this light coming down, even though it says activated Earth, makes me think of the star beings. Makes me think of the galactic communities, the other energies, the Arcturians, the Council of Light, the Venetian. All these higher vibrational energies that no longer have... I mean, if you do see them with your third eye, you usually picture them, they usually can be a certain way, but they might show up differently to you. But this feels like really getting a lot of information from up above. Just like when Sam was doing that reading, it said, Leo, you're sitting here at your table and you're surrounded by aliens. Guys, I'm not scared. I just saw that ghost the other day and I'm like, okay. I haven't, they're protecting. We're here to protect you. So there is, for me, I am not feeling no fear with none of this, okay? I don't know about y'all, but if something wants to come in and take me out, it's going to come in and take me out. You know what I mean? But I'm feeling like this energy is really growing. And it is still growing. And it's going around and around. And before too long, it's going to get so big, it won't be able to be contained anymore. It's going to shoot off. And I think when it does, a lot of people are going to have another spiritual awakening. We're going to just have the light bulb's going to come on. And some of us are suddenly going to realize that the messages we've been getting, or the way we're seeing things a certain way, the little shimmers, we're really going to suddenly realize we're communicating with other people. You might be getting some of you will get pictures. Some of you will see like a chalkboard and them writing on the chalkboard. You'll see the words appear, or you'll get images of where you need to go, or an image. They're showing me. Anybody remember Close Encounters of the Third Kind, where Richard Dreyfuss kept drawing Devil Mountain and the potatoes, and his wife, Terry Garb, I think she's passed now, and she's looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing? Some of you might get this one image over and over that has something to do with the aliens, because that was aliens too, right? Wow, okay. So they just... Okay, so in my third eye, I just saw the 4 Arcturians, but the first one pushed its head a little bit forward and said yes, similar to that. Some of you are really going to get messages from otherworldly beings or other energies that are trying to help you to connect in some sort of way. And you're just going to know. I don't know what these little bugs are. They don't bite, but I'm just like, what the heck? Out you go. If you want to live, you cannot live in my house. Okay? Some kind of little oblong bug that keeps, I think they're coming off the trees. But that's the first time I've seen one of the Arcturians come forward. We have special gifts. So they're kind of looking at each other. They're stepping back. They're saying it's not quite time yet. They just were thinking something. I don't know what it was, but they were saying it's not quite time yet. They were deciding if they wanted to impart some kind of information to me, and they said it's not time yet. Okay? And guys, I told you their heads are diamond shaped. Or maybe it's just the angle I'm seeing them with my third eye. But I went and looked up the cards and they look different. And let me shuffle this. And talking to Arcturians. Huh. Remembering who you are. If you're a starseed, you are really getting some messages that are meant just for you, that only you can decipher. Alright. 5. I'm hearing 5. Okay. So we're going to pull 5 cards. Seal those energies in. Oh, why is that flipped upside down? The intelligence of the universe lies within you. So that's the overall energy for this reading. The intelligence it's all within you. An antenna. You are a child of the cosmos. For those of you that are in this special collective, that is the overall message for this reading. I saw this one earlier. Some of you have done this before in past lives. Okay? Yep. Some of you... Okay. I gotta take a picture of this for the reading. So guys, some of you are really disconnecting from the lower energies of vibes of people that aren't meant to be around you. Okay? You're really stepping back from those that have the lower vibrations, because their energies just pull you down until you learn how to seal it, protect it. It feels like this goes all the way back to Atlantean days, Atlantis, Roman, Greek, coming from the stars. Some of you might even start getting memories of, that's really weird, coming from the stars is what I'm hearing with this. So it's like some of you are really stepping into these special gifts. You're separating from those while you learn. You're like putting yourself in this energy of isolation or less contact, because these energies are integrating in you now, and you're learning how to work with them. Even the whales know, and you are now being called. So, that's the 5 cards. Even the whales know, and that's the overall energy. You're being called. And it says big picture thinking. This is a special collective that's going to work with these other energies. Even working in your own special collective. Oh. Okay. Guys, this one, she's being called, but she's making the choice. She's creating these astral doorways in her mind, and she's traveling in between the realms. See that? There's this door. There's this door. And this is all these little lights are all the people, or this new collective, or this collective that's been growing. Messengers. Messengers for the world. And now they're showing me the lady walking on the cliff that I've been seeing off and on in my head for years now. She was in one of the Marion Zimmer Bradley books. I cannot remember the name of the book, but it was about a woman named Maya. And she was on a she led a group of people that she taught how to use, or they could already do it, but they got the confidence to use their gifts because of her, I think. And when she went up the mountain, she was like, my time is done, and it's now in the hands of the others. That resonates so much with me. I don't know why. But this feels like moving in between the realms. This group, anyway, she showed these people, this group that she was with, they were hands-on healers. They could go in and mentally, in their head, they could go into a sick person's body. And I do know that some people that work the energy, like Reiki, and Silver Raven has a group that does, I forget what it's called. It's something she learned from the Pennsylvania Dutch. It's called hexen, but it is not the hex that you think of. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm going to put a hex on you. It's not that kind of hex, okay? Because it's a German word, and I cannot remember the exact thing of it. But this lady Maya, these healers would go in and they would literally go into somebody's body in their mind's eye and kill disease, cure people, and get them on their way to healing. They had that gift, that laying on of hands, and it wasn't a faith healing. It was where they could literally use their higher mind to go in and heal somebody's illness, somebody's disease, or at least take some of their stress away or something like that and help heal them. I don't remember the name of the book, This is what I feel like this is just another part of this. Using your upper conscious mind to either communicate telepathically, lay hands on healing. And they said 5 cards, and this is the 5 cards. I'm going to take a picture of this, guys, and put it up. This is the morning epiphany with a reading. I didn't pull no runes. I don't need to. They said I don't need to right now. They said this is the message they want to get out there. Guys, this is coming from my guides, my angels, and the Archangels. So think me crazy. I don't care. Actually, there's so many people out there talking about aliens. Nobody's going to think I'm crazy for that because too many people are talking about aliens. But that really feels like people are really, really doing this. And it's really starting to grow. And again, seeing it in your mind's eye. And you're not for everyone. The new earth. Really connecting. And the golden children. It just keeps going, guys. That's the message. Okay? So I'm sitting here drinking my joy cup of coffee. My car's on the road. It still needs a water pump, but it's just leaking. I have to check the water every single day. And the mechanic gave me a couple of ways to keep my car healthier, so to speak, by certain ways of how to check a Subaru's oil that you don't do with a regular car. I did not know that. I think he told me once before when I first got my car, but that was years ago. All right, guys. This is the morning epiphany. 4117, 18, 19, 41, 20. All right, guys. I love you. I hope this resonated for you. If it's resonating for you, we're going to be doing more readings like this. All right, guys, love and light. Or, well, whatever readings they give me, right? But this is important. That little boy I keep seeing in my mind's eye. Love and light.